Okay, so this is the world's largest 50k city by first letter, so I'm going to go through all the countries. I'm going to name the largest city by first letter in each of them. Obviously, this only includes countries that have at least one 50k city, so for example, like Micronesia is not included, Vatican City is not included because they don't include a 50k city, so it's as simple as that. So I'm going to go by continent. I'm going to start in the Americas. I'm going to start with Canada, go south, then I'm going to do Europe, and then go into like Middle East, then Africa, and I'll go through Asia and Oceania. So hopefully I am doing this, I'm using the map in my head. I'm doing this all solely by memory, and I hope I don't accidentally skip a country. So yeah, so I'm gonna start with Canada. So let us begin. All right, so Abbotsford, and then there's Brampton, and then Calgary, and then Delta, Edmonton, and then it was Fredericton, and then it's not Guelph. It wasn't Guelph. It was Gatineau. Was the G. Hamilton, or no, oh yeah, no, it was Hamilton. And then the K was Kitchener, London, and then Montreal, of course. And then it wasn't a Nanaimo, it was North Vancouver, and then Ottawa, and then Pickering, Quebec City. Okay, it wasn't Richmond or Richmond Hill. And was it Regina? It was Regina. And then wasn't Saskatoon, it was Surrey. And then Toronto, and then Vancouver, and then Winnipeg. And that's it for Canada. So country one is done. Next up, we are going to do the United States. Let's go Austin, Boston, Chicago, Dallas, El Paso, not Fresno, Fort Worth. Let's get Greensboro, and then Houston, and Indianapolis, and Jacksonville. Let's get Kansas City, Los Angeles, and let's get it's not Mesa. It's it wasn't Mesa. It was what was that? What was the M? No, it was Memphis. And then New York, and then Oklahoma City, and then we have Phoenix, and then Quincy, Massachusetts, and then Raleigh, and then San Antonio is slightly bigger than San Diego, and then Tucson, and then it was Upland, California, and then the V was, what was the V? It was, what was that V? So what is that V? The V was, come on, what was that V? is that V? Oh, it was Virginia Beach. That's what it was. There we go. And then Washington, D.C. and Yonkers. And that's it for the U.S. Let's move on to Mexico now. We have Aguas Calientes, slightly bigger than Acapulco. And then Buena Vista. And then let's get Ciudad Juarez, Durango. And then Ecatepec. And then let's get Fresnillo, Guadalajara. Let's get Hermosillo. And then let's get it's not Ixtapaluca, it's Irapuato. And then let's get Jutepec. Okay, Canison. And then we have, let's get Leon, Mexico City. Then we have Nezahualcóyotl, Ojo de Agua. And then let's get Puebla and Quetzaltenango, Querétaro. And then Reynosa. And then Saltillo. And Tijuana, and Uruapan, Veracruz, Jalapa, Enriquez, and Zapopan. And that is it for Mexico. Okay, Belize is just Belize City. That's the only 50K. Let's get Guatemala. I'm going to do Central America first, and then I'm going to do Caribbean. So let's get Amatitlan. And then, let's get, it's not Chiquimula or Chinantla, it's Coban, Escuintla, Guatemala City, Huehuetenango, Jalapa, slightly bigger than Jutiapa. Let's get Mixco, Puerto Barrios, and let's get Quetzaltenango. Let's get Retalhuleu. Now let's get San Juan Zacatepec. And then we have let's get Totonicapán. And we have Villa Nueva and Zacapa. That's it for Guatemala. Next up, we have Honduras. Let's get Choloma, Danley, El Progreso. And let's get Juticalpa. And then La Ceiba. We have what was that? Puerto Cortez, San Pedro Sula, Tegucigalpa, and Villanueva again. Okay, that's all of Honduras. Let's get El Salvador now. Let's get Epapa, and then let's get Colon, Delgado, Ilopango, and then Mexicanos, Soyapango, slightly bigger than San Salvador. And then let's get, we have Tonacatepec and Usulutan. Alright. El Salvador complete. Please load. Nicaragua is next. Let's get, okay, let's get Bluefields. We have, Ciudad Sandino, and, let's get Esteli, and, let's get, Granada, and then Gino Tager, and then let's get Leon again. Let's get Managua, and then let's get what's that one? Yeah, Porto Cabezas, and what am I missing? Tippy Topper. There we go. Okay, that's Nicaragua. Costa Rica up next. And Liberia slightly bigger than Limon and San Jose. Those are the only ones that are in the current huge quiz city canon, about 50K. And now, last one, Central America, Panama. Let's get Ray Jean. Colon again. Let's get David La Trera. Nueva Esperanza. Panama City. Santiago de Veraguas. And Vista Alegre. That is it for Panama. Okay, that's it for North Central America. Let's get Caribbean now. Let's get Bahamas. Nassau is the only 50K in the Bahamas. Next up, we have Cuba. Let's get Bayamo, Camagüey, Florida, Guantanamo, and then Havana, Matanzas, Pinar del Rio, and then Santiago de Cuba, and Victoria de los Tunas. Okay, that is it for Cuba. Haiti now, let's get Carrefour, Delmas, Knives, Leo Gane, Juana Minthe, Port Prince, and then let's get St. Mark and Tabar. Okay. Haiti is complete. Next up, we have. Okay, please load. Alright, you have. Okay, Dominican Republic. There's no Dominica because Rousseau is not 50K, so. Dominican Republic, let's get Azua. And then, it was Barahona. There's a bunch of these, but Barahona is the largest. Coitoy, let's get Higuey, Los Alcarrizos, and then Mocha, Puerto Plata, and Santo Domingo. Santo Domingo. Okay. Alright, and then let's get Jamaica. And we got Kingston, Montego Bay, Portmore, Spanish Town. Those are all the 50K cities in Jamaica. Okay. Next, let's get Barbados. Bridgetown is the only one. And then, let me just check, because, there's Antigua and Barbuda, Dominica, St. Kitts and Nevis, and Grenada and St. Vincent and Grenadines. None of those are in there. So we're right into Trinidad and Tobago. So let's go. And Chaguanas is the only one. That's about 50K, so that's it for North America. So moving on to South America, Colombia. Let's go. Armenia, Bogota, Cali, Dos Quebradas. Let's get Envigado, and then was it Florencia? It was Florida Blanca. And then Giron, and then Itagua, no, not Itagua, Big, And then, it was, what was the J? It was, Jamundi, and then we have, it's not La Dorada, not La Estrella, it was, Los Patios, that's what it was. And then, let's get Medellin, and, Neva, O'Connor, Pie de Costa Pereira, and then Quibdó, let's get, we have, Riohacha, and then Soacha, slightly bigger than Soledad, and then Tuluá, and then, let's get Villa Vicencio, slightly bigger than Valle de Par, Yopal, and Zipaquira. That's it for Colombia. Next, let's get Venezuela. Let's get Carigua, Barquisimeto. Let's get Caracas, El Tigre, Guarenas. Let's get Los Teques, Maracaibo, Acu, Mare del Toy, Petare, Rubio. Let's get San Cristobal. I have let's get Termerio, Upata, and then let's get Valencia, and Tagua, and Zaraza. That's it for Venezuela. Alright, so let's get Guyana now. Georgetown is the only one. Next up, we have Suriname. Paramaribo is the only one. Let's get Ecuador now. We have Ambato, Babahoyo, Cuenca, Duran. Let's get Esmeraldas, and Guayaquil, Huaquillas. Let's get Ibarra, Loja. Let's get and then Machala is slightly bigger than Manta. Let's get Nueva Loja. Let's get not Pasay. It's what was Porto Viejo, and then Quito, Rio Bamba, and then Santo Domingo de los Colorados, and Tulcan. That is it for Ecuador. Moving on to Peru. Let's get Arequipa. Sorry. What was that B? B is not coming to me. I'm gonna have to do this on the second try. Alright, Chiclayo, and then the E was, what was the E? The B and the E. God damn it, the E is not coming to me either. No, El Pedregal is the E. And then the B was yeah, Ferronafe is the F. And then Huancayo, there's a bunch of H's, but Huancayo is the biggest one. And then it's not Eco, it's Iquitos is the I. Juliaca, Lima, and then Moquegua, Nazca, Pura, Solana, Trujillo, and Yurimaguas. And what is that B? Yeah, the B is not coming to me, so I'm gonna have to do it second try. What was it? Barranca. Of course it is. Alright. Arequipa, Barranca, and then Chiclayo, El Pedregal, Fernafe, Moncayo, and then Iquitos, Juliaca, Lima, Moquegua. Let's get Nazca, and then Pura, Solano, and then Trujillo, and Yuri Magos. Alright. Peru is complete. Alright, up next, let's get Bolivia. We have Cochabamba, El Alto, La Paz. Let's get Montero, Oruro. We have Potosi, Quilacalo. Let's get Riberalta, Santa Cruz, Tarija. Let's get Viacha, Warnes, and Yacuiba. That is it for Bolivia. Paraguay is next. Asuncion, Ciudad del Este. And then let's get Encarnacion. And then Fernando de la Mora. Let's get Nan Darius. And then we have let's get Itagua. And let's get Julian Augusto Saldivar. And then Luque is the biggest of the L's. And then let's get yes, we have Mariano Roque Alonso, Nembi, and then Pedro Juan Caballero is bigger than Presidente Franco. And then let's get we have San Lorenzo, and then let's get Villa Luisa and Ipane. Okay, that's it for Paraguay. Okay, let's get Chile now. We have Antofagasta, Buin. Let's get Coquimbo, or no, not Coquimbo. It's Concepcion, Hualpin, and then Iquique. Los Angeles. No, it's not Los Angeles. It was what was the L? It's not, oh, it was Los Sereno was the L. And then let's get Melipilla. And then let's get Osorno. Let's get Puente Alto, Quilpue. Let's get Rancagua, Santiago, and then Talca is bigger than Temuco, and then Vina del Mar is bigger than Valparaiso. So that's it for Chile. Let's get Argentina. We have Almirante Brown, Buenos Aires, and Cordoba, Esteban Echeverria, Florencio Varela, General San Martin, Hurlingham, Ituzaingó, Jose C. Paz, La Matanza, Mar del Plata, Neuquén, Olivaria, and let's get yeah, Pilar, Quilmes. Let's get Rosario. Salta, slightly bigger than San Miguel de Tucumán. Let's get, we got Tigre, Ushuaia, Vicente Lopez, and then, let's get, Yerba Buena and Zarate. That is it for Argentina. Alright, next up we have Uruguay, Ciudad de la Costa, Los Piedras, and then Montevideo, Paysandú, Rivera, and Salto and Tacuarembó, which is bigger than Trente Trace. Alright, and then last country in the Americas, Brazil. Let's go. Aracaju, slightly bigger than Aparecida de Goiânia. Brasilia, Curitiba, Duque de Caxias, Embu das Artes. Let's get Fortaleza, and then Goiânia, Hortolândia. Let's get Itaquaque, Setúbal, and then João Pessoa, and let's get Londrina, Manaus. Nova Iguaçu is slightly bigger than Natal, and then Osasco. Let's get Porto Alegre, and then Queimados, that's how you spell that. Let's get Rio de Janeiro, Sao Paulo, Teresina, Uberlândia, and then Vila Velha and Zanzibar. That is it for Brazil. And that is also it for the Americas. So let's go to Iceland. Reykjavik is the only one. Okay. Next up, Ireland. Cork, Dublin, Galway, Limerick, Waterford. So that's it for Ireland. Those are all the 50Ks in Ireland. United Kingdom, let's go. We have Aberdeen, Birmingham, Cardiff, Derby. Let's get Edinburgh, and then Farnborough. We have Glasgow. Let's get Huddersfield, and then Ipswich. Let's get Kingston upon Hull, London. Let's get Manchester, Nottingham, bigger than Newcastle upon Tyne, Norwich. And then let's get Oxford, and Plymouth, Reading. Let's get Sheffield, Telford, and then Wolverhampton is the biggest of the W's. York. That is it for the UK. Portugal. Let's get Amadora, Braga, Coimbra. Let's get Funchal, Guimarães. We have let's get Lisbon. I'm overcomplicating myself. Alright, yeah, Odivelas, and then Ponta Delgada. No, it's not Ponta Delgada, it's again, I'm overcomplicating myself. Douglas, go with, think more obvious first. Alright, Toulouse. And then, let's get Rio Tinto, and then, Setúbal, and Villanova de Gaia. Okay. Portugal complete. Let's go to Spain. Alicante, Barcelona. Let's get, the C is, Cordoba. Donostia San Sebastian, slightly bigger than Dos Hermanos. Let's get Elche, Fuenlabrada, Gijón, and then, let's get, the H is, what is the H? It's not Huesca, let's rank, Huelva, of course, and then, Irún, and then Jerez de la Frontera, and then, let's get, it's not Lleida, it wasn't La Hospitalet, it was Las Palmas was the one. Madrid, Oviedo, let's get, Palma de Mallorca, then let's get, Reus, and then Seville, and, Terrassa, slightly bigger than Tarragona, and then let's get Utrera, and then, no, it's not Vitoria, it says it's Valencia and Zaragoza. Okay, Spain is complete. Andorra doesn't have a 50k city, so we're right over to France. So let's get Angers, let's get Bordeaux, Clermont, Ferrand, and then we have, let's get Dijon, and then it wasn't Épinay-sur-Seine, it was Évry-Courcouronnes, and it wasn't Fontenay-sous-Bois or Fréjus, it was, what was it? It was, what was the F? It was, no, it was, it wasn't Fontenay-sous-Bois, yeah. What was the F? Because it wasn't Fréjus and it wasn't Fontenay-sous-Bois. It was, what was the F? Oh, shoot. What was that F? I can't think of what that F was. And that was Grenoble, and then Hieres, and then it was Ivry. No, it wasn't Ivry-sur-Seine. It was Issy-les-Moulineaux was that one. Lyon, Marseille, and then Nice, slightly bigger than Nantes, and then Orléans, Paris, Quimper, and then let's get Rennes, slightly bigger than Reims. Let's get yes, my brain, Strasbourg, and then let's get Toulouse, of course, Villeurbanne, and what was that F? It's not Fréjus. Wasn't Fréjus. It wasn't Fontenay-sous-Bois. What's the other F in France? What's the other F? Oh, it was Fort-de-France, Martinique. That's why. It's very tricky. You can't forget about those overseas territories. Coming up, we're going to do Netherlands, and Willemstad, Curaçao is going to be there, so stay tuned. So, Belgium, Antwerp, Brussels, Charleroi, Ghent, Hasselt, Kortrijk, Liège, Mons, slightly bigger than Mechelen, Namur, Ostend, and then Roeselare, and then let's get St. Nicholas, and then we have Tournai and Verviers. Okay. Netherlands is up next. Let's get Amsterdam. Let's get Breda, Capelle on the Niedersel. Let's get Dordrecht, Eindhoven, bigger than Enschede. Let's get Groningen, Haarlem, is Muiden. Let's get Leiden. We have Maastricht. Let's get Nijmegen, and then let's get Os, Purmerend, Rotterdam, and then S. Berthagen, Bosch, and then let's get The Hague, Utrecht, and it's not Vaardigen, it was Venlo, and then we have Willemstad, Curaçao, and then Zoetermeer, slightly bigger than Zwolle. Okay. Luxembourg is the only one. Let's get Switzerland now. Let's get Basel, bigger than Bern. We got Geneva, Lausanne, and then we have St. Gallen, Winterthur, and Zurich, of course. Okay. And Monaco's not 50k, so Italy, let's get Ancona, Bologna, Catania, and then Florence, Genoa, Imola. Let's get Livorno, Milan, Naples, Olbia, Palermo, Corfu, St. Helena, Rome, Salerno, and Turin, Udine, and then Verona, slightly bigger than Venice. Okay. Alright. Did I say Vienna? Oh my god, what is wrong with me? Ostia. I'm out of it today. Alright. Well, let's go in alphabetical order. Dorn, Bern, Graz, Innsbruck, Klagen, Fürth, Linz, Salzburg, Vienna, Wels. Alright, that's it for Austria. Alright, no 50Ks in Liechtenstein. Let's get Slovenia out of the way. Ljubljana and Maribor are the only ones. Alright, and then no 50K in San Marino, Vatican City, or Malta, so let's do Germany now. We have, let's get, I had Denmark in my head for some reason. Augsburg, Berlin, of course, Cologne, and then Dusseldorf is the biggest of the D's, slightly bigger than Dortmund and Dresden. Essen, Frankfurt am Main, and Gelsenkirchen, and then Hamburg, Ingolstadt, Jena. Let's get Karlsruhe. Let's get Leipzig, Munich, Nuremberg, and then Oberhausen is the biggest of the O's, and then Potsdam, and then let's get so we have Rostock, Stuttgart, and then the T was what was the T? What was the T? Shoot. I'll come back to that one because it's not coming to me. Oh, Trier is the T. There we go. And then is the U. Villingen, Schwenningen, and then let's get Wuppertal is bigger than Wiesbaden, and then Zwickau. That's it for Germany. All right. Next, let's get Denmark. Aarhus, Copenhagen, Esbjerg, Horsens, Kolding, Odense, Randers, Silkeborg, and Veghel. Okay. Alright, so let's do Norway now. Ålesund, slightly bigger than Arendal. And then let's get Bergen, Drammen, Fredrikstad. Let's get Kristiansand, Moss, Oslo, Stavanger, Trondheim. Alright. Let's do Sweden now. Let's get we have Boris, Eskilstuna, Gothenburg. Let's get Helsingborg, Jönköping. Let's get Karlstad, Linköping, and then Malmö, Norrköping, Rebro, Stockholm, Trollhättan, and then Uppsala and Västerås, and that's it for Sweden. Okay, Finland now. Let's get we have Espoo, Helsinki, Joensuu. Oh no. Jyväskylä. Jyväskylä is the biggest. J. Kuopio, slightly bigger than Kouvola. Let's get Lappeenranta. No, it's not Lappeenranta, it's Lahti. And then Mikkeli, Oulu, and then Pori, Rovaniemi, and then Seinäjoki, and then Tampere and Vantaa. That's it for Finland. Estonia, just Narva and Tallinn because Tartu also starts with a T. Latvia now. Let's get Daugava, Pils, Jelgava, Liepāja, and Riga, of course. Okay, Lithuania. Let's get Alytus, Kaunas, then Panevėžys, Šiauliai, and Vilnius. Okay, Poland. Let's get Bydgoszcz, Częstochowa, Dąbrowa Górnicza. Let's get we have Elbląg, and then Gdansk. Let's get Wrocław. Jaworzno, slightly bigger than Jastrzębie-Zdrój. And then let's get Kraków, Łódź, Let's get Myslovice, Novi Sad, Olsztyn. Let's get Poznan. And then Rzeszów was actually bigger than Radom. I was a bit surprised about that. And then Szczecin. And then Toruń, Warsaw, and Zabrze. There we go. That is it for Poland. Let's get Czechia. For some reason, yeah, it says Czech Republic on there. So let's get Brno, České Budějovice, Žovice. And then let's get Frýdek Místek. And then Hradec Králové, Jihlava, Kladno. Let's get okay, let's get Liberec and Most, and then Ostrava, Prague, and then let's get Ústí nad Labem and Zlin. That is it for Czechia. Slovakia now. Let's get Bratislava, Košice, and Martin, Nitra, Prešov, Trnava, slightly better than Trenčín, and Zelená. Okay, next up, let's get Hungary. We have Budapest, Breton. Let's get Erd, Győr, Kecskemét, and then Miskolc, Nyíregyháza, Pécs, Szeged, and then Tatabánya, Ves, Prim, and Zalaegerszeg. Alright, that is it for Hungary. Croatia is next. Let's get Osijek. Let's get Pula, Rijeka, Split, and Zagreb. That is it for Croatia. Alright, up next. Okay, please load. Okay, Bosnia-Herzegovina is next. Let's go. We have Banja Luka, Mostar, Sarajevo, Tuzla, Zenica. That's all the 50Ks in Bosnia-Herzegovina. All the 50Ks in Bosnia-Herzegovina. Alright. Taking a while to load. Alright, next, let's do Serbia. Okay, Belgrade, Kachak, Kragu, Javak, Leskovac, Novi Sad, bigger than Niš. Oops. And then, the P is, what was the, not Požarevac, Pančevo. And then Subotica, and then Valjevo, and Zrenjanin. Alright. Please load. Okay. Alright, come on. It's very slow. Just gonna be patient. Let's do Kosovo now. We just have Zlín and Pristina. Those are the only ones that are in here. Those are the only unique letters. Alright. Taking a while to load. Let's get Montenegro. Just Niksik and Podgorica. Those are the only ones in Montenegro. It's really slow. Maybe I need to, slow down a little bit. Maybe I'm hitting like an API limit thing, as I'm going through these pretty quickly. Okay, Albania will be next. Durrës, Elbasan, Fier, then Kashar is the base K, and then Shkodër, Tirana, and Vlor. Now, Okay, come on. Alright. Now, for some reason, North Macedonia doesn't work. So for some reason, North Macedonia doesn't work. So when you type in North Macedonia, it won't start. So, yeah, so unfortunately, North Macedonia will not work. But the 50Ks are Skopje, Kumanovo, Bitola, Tetovo, Prilep, Štip, Ohrid, Vela Strumica, so, yeah, so. Hopefully Darren fixes North Macedonia one day. So, next up, we're gonna do Greece. So, Athens, Chalkis, Heraklion, and then let's get Ioannina. Let's get Kalamata, is bigger than Kavala, Katerini, Komatini, and there's a lot of K's, but Kalamata is the biggest one. Let's get, and then it's not Lemire. What was the L? It was Larissa, is the L. And then Patras, and then, what was the R? Rhodes. And then Saris, and then Thessaloniki, and then Volos and Xanthi. That's it for Greece. Okay, please load. Okay, let's do Cyprus next. We have Limassol, Nicosia, and Stravolos. And that's all of Cyprus. Okay. Bulgaria. Let's go. Let's get some. So we have, what's the B? Is this Bulgaria? Yeah, Burgas. Again, I was thinking of the smaller ones. Anyway, Dobrich, Askovo, and Plovdiv, Rus, and then Sofia, Varna, and Yambol. Alright, Bulgaria is complete. I hope I don't tire out the site by using the refresh thing too often. Yeah, alright, next, let's do Romania. We have Arad, Bucharest, Cluj-Napoca, Drobeta, Timișoara. Let's get, Foksani. We have Galat. Let's get Hune, Dawara, Iasi, Oradea, Ploiești, slightly better than Pitești. Let's get, Ram, Naku, Valseir, and then Sibiu, and then Timișoara, and then Vaslui, and Zaleo. Alright, that is it for Romania. Next up, Moldova, and then Balts, and then Chisinau and Tiraspol are the only ones. Alright. Belarus, let's get, we have Brest, Gomel, Kobrin, and then let's get Lida, Minsk, and then Novopolotsk, Orsha, Pinsk, Rakitsa, and then Salihorsk, and then Vitebsk and Zlobin. Alright. Okay, Ukraine. Let's get Alchevsk, Bila Cirkva, Chernihiv. Dnipro, slightly bigger than Donetsk. Let's get in Inner Hoda. I keep Inner Hodor. I keep thinking of the Albanian dictator Enver Hoxha, because I keep mixing it up with that. Alright, Feodosia, Horlivka, and then, let's get Ivano-Frankivsk. Let's get, Kyiv, of course. Lviv, Mykolaiv, Nikopol, Odessa. Let's get, we have, what's that P? Why am I blanking? Poltava, Rivne, and then Sevastopol, Ternopil, Uzhhorod, Venetia, and then, let's get, Yevpatoria and Zaporizhia. That's it for Ukraine. I think that's going to sum it up with Europe. We just have Russia and Turkey left. Let's go. We have Astrakhan. Let's get Barnaul, Chelyabinsk, Dzerzhinsk, and then Engels, Frierzyno. Let's get Grozny, Ishevsk, and then Kazan, Lipetsk, Moscow, and then Novosibirsk, Omsk. I mistyped that. Omsk. Let's get Perm. We have Rostov, St. Petersburg, Tumen, slightly bigger than Tolyatti, Ufa, Voronezh, slightly bigger than Volgograd, Yekaterinburg, and Zlatoust. That is it for Russia. Okay. Turkey, we have Ankara. We have, Bursa. Then we have Korlu, Diyarbakir, not Elazig, Eskişehir. Let's get Fethia, Gaziantep, and then it was Hendek, and Istanbul, Konya. Then the L was, what was the L? It was was the L Estate? I'm trying to remember. I don't remember if it was or not. Unfortunately, it's not coming to me. Mersin. Let's get Nigder, and then Osmaniye, and then was it Polati or something like that, or Polatli, or yeah. And then let's get Rize, and then let's get then Samsun, Trabzon, and then Usak. Let's get what is that? What's the V? Van, of course. And then not Yozgat, Yalova, and then Zonguldak. What was that L? What was that L? Was the L Estate? God damn it. I think I'm gonna have to do a second try because it's not coming to me. What was it? Oh, for Christ's sakes. I forgot about European Turkey. I forgot about Asia Minor. Oh, stupid me. Alright. Ankara, Bursa, Korlu. I got Korlu, which is also Asia Minor. Diyarbakir, Eskişehir. And then 5th year, Gaziantep. And then Hendek, Istanbul. And then Konya, Lüleburg years. Mersin. And then let's get Nigder. Osmaniye. And then let's get Polatli. And then Rize, Samsun, Trabzon, Usak, Van, and then Yalova, Zonguldak. Alright. Now Turkey is complete. Alright, let's do Armenia. Only 3 in Armenia. Gyumri, Venadzor, and Yerevan. Those are the only 50Ks in Armenia. Georgia now, we have Batumi, Gori, let's get Kutaisi, Rostavi, Sukhumi, Tbilisi, and Zogdidi. That is it for Georgia. Alright, Azerbaijan, let's get it. Alright, it's like Agjabadi. There we go. Baku, Ganja, Hafsan, Kirdalan, Lankaran, and then Minga Chavir. Let's get Nakhchivan and Razol Zod. And then let's get Sumkayit and Yevlak. That is it for Azerbaijan. Okay, what should I do next? Let's do Syria next. We have Aleppo, Babila, Damascus, Homs, slightly bigger than Hama, Idlib. Let's get Jaramana. We have Latakia, Manbij, Palmyra, Saida, Zainab, and, what was the last one? It was, Tartus, of course. Okay, let's get Jordan now. We have Amman. That's not Dalil, it's Dion. Let's get Irbid. Let's get, it's not Jarash, it's Jazay. We have Kure Bot as Souk. Let's get, Madaba. We have, let's get, sorry, I'm a little tired right now. I'm doing this at, it's like 3:44 a.m. right now. Rusaifa. Let's get, Sahab. And then Tila al-Ali, Wadi Asir, and what was the Z? What's the Z? Oh, Zarka. No, it's Azarka. What is the Z? Oh, shoot. Why am I blanking on the Z? Oh, shoot. What was that Z? Oh, my God. Why am I blanking on it? Oh, God damn it. It's not coming to me. what was it? Zatari, okay, yeah. Okay, try again. Jordan Amon, let's get Dion. Idlib, Syria, Irbid, they're so similar. Jose, let's get, Hooray, Bot, as Souk, and then Madaba, Rusefa, and then Sahab, Tila, Ali, Wadi, as Seer, and then Zartai, or Zatai, no, or Zatari, there we go. Not Zatai, I think that's a different country. Okay, let's do Lebanon. Beirut, Sidon, Tripoli, bigger than Tyre, and, Zaleh. That's it for Lebanon. Israel, let's get Ashdod, B'nai Brak, slightly bigger than Beersheba, and then Elat, and then Givatayim, and then let's get Haifa, Jerusalem, and then Kfar Saba, Lod, and then Maccabim. Let's get Netanya, Petah Tikva, Rishon LeZion. Let's get we have Tel Aviv, and then what was that? I think Yerem or something. Yaveh. Oh shoot. Man, I think unfortunately I forgot the U and the Y, so that's unfortunate. Fam, and Yavner, okay. Got it this time. Okay, Ashdod, and B'nai Brak, Elat, and then Givatayim, Haifa, and let's say, Jerusalem, and then Kfar Saba, Lod, and then Maccabim, and then let's get Natan here, Petah Tikva, and Rishon LeZion. What is sorry, it's almost 4 a.m. I'm a bit tired right now. But let's get Tel Aviv, and then Fam, and Yavne. Okay, Israel complete. Let's get Palestine now. Let's get Beit Lahia, Deir al-Bala, and then East Jerusalem, Gaza, Hebron, Jabalia, Khan Yunis, Nablus, Calkilia, Calkilia, there we go. Let's get Rafah, Tulkarim, and Yatta. There we go. Palestine is complete. Saudi Arabia now. Let's get it. Alright. Let's get it. We have, it's not Adawadimi. What was, trying to remember which A that was. Let's just what's the A? Sarar. Is that Thukpa? No. What was the A? Oh, shoot. Yeah, I'll come back to that one. Barida, Damam, Hofuf, and then Jadar, and then Karj. It's not Karj. It's Kamas Mushida is that one. And then Mecca slightly bigger than Medina. And then let's get, the N is Najran. Oh yes, Aba is the A. And then Riyadh. Let's get, Sakaka. And then, I think Tabuk is bigger than Taif. Unizer. And then, let's get, Wadi Had Dawa Sir. And, Yanbu. That is it for Saudi Arabia. Alright. Next up we have Yemen, Aden, Bajil, and then Damar. Let's get Ib. Let's get Rada, and then Sanaa, and let's get Ties. Let's get Amon now. Let's get it's Az Seeb, and then let's get Bosser, and then Ibri, Jawan, Bani, Bawawi, Matra, Nizwa, and then Salawa. Okay. Let's get United Arab Emirates next. We have Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Fujairah, Khor Fakhan, Ras Al Khaimah, and Sharjah, Al Kuwan. Okay. I have no idea how long I've been recording. I've probably been recording for like an hour and a half now. Let's get Qatar now. We have Ar Rayon, Doha, Radat Rashid, Salal Mohammed. That's it for Qatar. Bahrain is next. Let's get Al Muharrik. And then Hamad Issa Jid Hafs. Let's get Manama. Let's get Rifa and Citra. That's it for Bahrain. Alright, next let's get Okay, next up let's get Kuwait. We have Abdallah Mubarak. Am I misspelling it? Or it's the other one? Is it Al Mahdi or no? It's the other one. What's that one called? Al Armat. What's that called? It's the one I always forget. Alright, so let's get for 1 year, and then Hawaii, Jara, Kuwait City, Mubarak Al Kabir. That's not Mubarak Al Kabir, it's Mengoff. And then Suwaybi or Suwaybikat bigger. Suwaybi is bigger. And then it's the one I can't remember. So what was it? It was Ali Sabia Salem, of course. Okay, Kuwait. Ali Sabia Salem. Oh. Yeah, well, I forgot how to spell it. Never mind. I forgot how to spell it. Saba Salam, okay, yeah. Alright. Ali Saba Salam, okay. And then, let's get it. So, Harwania, and Hawaii, and then Jora, Kuwait City, Mangof, and Sulebia. Alright. Okay, next let's do Iraq. We have Amora, Baghdad, let's get Dahuk slightly bigger than Dawania, or maybe it's because it's on Dawania. Erbil, Fallujah, and Halabja, and then the J was Jam Jamal. Let's get let's get not Karaj, that's Iran. Kirkuk, and then let's get Mosul, Nasiriyah. No, it's not Nasiriyah, it's Najaf. Kaladiza, and then Ramadi, Sulaymaniyah, and then we have it's not Tikrit. What was the T? It was what was that? What was the T? It's not Tikrit. And then I think this is the wrong country, but Zahir Pir, yeah, that was a different country. And it's not Zubair because it's Zubair. It's Zako is the last one. And then what was that T? Unfortunately, the T is not coming to me. What was it? It was Talafar. Yeah, okay. Iraq. Alright. Amara. Baghdad. Dahuk. Erbil. And then, Fallujah. Halabja. Jam Jamal. And then Kirkuk. Mosul. Najaf. Kaladiza. Ramadi. Sulaymaniyah, and then Talafar, and then Zako. That's it for Iraq. Alright, I think I'm gonna travel over to, I'm gonna do the countries in Africa now. So let's get Egypt. Alexandria, let's get, Beni Suef. Beni Suef. Cairo, Damietta, slightly bigger than Damietta. And then let's get, El Arish is the biggest of the E's. And then Fayoum, Gezer, Hurghada. And then, let's get, let's get, Ismailia, Juhayna, and then we got, the K, what was the K? The K was, what was the K? Oh god, what was the K? I can't think of it. Luxor, or it's, Kafar el-Sheikh was the K, that's what it is. Let's get, Mansoura, and then, New Cairo, and then Port Said, and then Cana, and then the R was what was the R? What the heck was the R? It's not, no, it's not Rubanway. That was a different country. Trying to rack my brain up. It's not coming to me. And then we have Shubra El Kema, Tantazagazid. What the hell was that R? What the hell was that R? I'm trying to remember what that R was. Oh, it's Rosetta. Of course it is. Okay. Alright, please load. Libya, let's go. El Coombs, Benghazi, Derna, Misrata, Sabrata is bigger than Saba, Tripoli, and Zawiya. Or no, Zliten. Alright. Okay. Tunisia. Let's get Ariana. Bizerte. Douar. Hisher. El Morouge. Let's get Fouchana. Met. And then Jarba. Not as Souk. Kirouan. Let's get La Sucre, and then let's get what was it? Mazanine, Naboul, and then Cambus is slightly bigger than Kafsar, Rawed, and then Sfax, and then Tunis, and the last one is what was the last Tunisia one that starts the W? Shoot, what was it? Or it's a Wadi, right? It was a Wadi Al Whale, right? Yes. Okay. Alright, Tunisia's complete. Please load. Okay. Alright. This is taking a while to load. Alright. Alright, let's get Algeria now. We have Algiers. Bleeder. Constantine. Jelfer. And let's get El Wed. Or Dyer. Hama Bouziane. Let's get Jajel. Ken Chella. Lag Huat. Master Ganem. Oran. Relazane. And Satif and Tabessa. That's it for Algeria. Okay. This site is very slow. Alright. Alright, Morocco is next. Let's get Agadir. Let's get, it's not Berachid. It was Bouskoura. What was that? B. Or was it Bouskoura? It wasn't Bouskoura. It was Beni Mellal. That's what the B was. And then Casablanca. And then, let's get, what's the D? The Dargawaza is the D, and then it's not El Jadida, it was, El Jadida is the E. Fez, and then Guelmim, let's get Inez Ghani, and then, no, it's not Karibga, it's Kenitra is the K. Wayun, and then let's get Marrakesh, Nador, and then Oujda, and then let's get Rabat, Saleh, and Tangier, and Yusufia. That is all. That's everything in Morocco. Okay. I have no idea how long I've been recording, so I'm just gonna stop the video now and do a part 2.